Hey guys, I know it's dark and you can't see much, but I got the LED green and red and white lights mounted on the little blue kayak. I'll show you more in daytime. But the white light, it came with an extra, like it was sets of two, and it was one set of red and blue, one set of white, which came with two. So I just mounted the extra white light on one of the cables, kind of like a dome light. And I just got it hooked to a lawnmower battery right now. I want to see how many hours these will last off a lawnmower battery, because I'd rather not put a big battery in this if I can help it. But it's 9 o'clock now, and we'll see how long they last. And the battery, it was a year old, but it did take a charge. And the battery charger has like a fault mode in it if it detects anything, like a dead cell or anything. And it passed the battery charger, so we'll just see. But yeah, that should work. Right here, I hot glued it. I'm gonna have to use some silicone. But there was a screw in here that held little foam blocks for like if you sank the boat. I think I got other stuff to worry about if I sank the boat. So I took them out for space. I saw other people have too. It had like little keepers to keep the styrofoam up here. And I just took it out. Used a screw hole, ran it through, and then hot glued it, pulled the wire through, and then hot glued it again on both sides. And the white light, I did drill a small hole there, just barely big enough for the wire, and then hot glued it as high as I could get it. I did center it. It is measured and centered. It's messing with my camera. But yeah, this should work. This should definitely work. And I just ran the wires. This ain't permanent. This is just timed run. And for those who were wondering, there's the kill switch I wired around. It was ran through this quick disconnect assembly here, and I just ran my own over to it. I just disconnected it from the quick switch, and I just got to unplug and plug right there. Still basically the same thing, but just two more connections. But I was having problems. The choke here kind of wiggles, or part of the switch was ran through it. And I don't know, like sometimes this kill switch would work and sometimes it wouldn't. And then the tab, it broke off from like right here, I think. And it broke, so I just pulled it. I still got to run the wiring harness for the lights, and I'll probably add a couple more electronics. I may get a fish finder for it. I don't know, I'll just have to see if I get one cheap. See, here's those blocks I was talking about. Here. But there's the tabs. So we'll give it a few hours and see how much it is. And I think my motor has a 10 amp charge system coming out. I gotta hook a voltmeter to it. But alright, we're gonna give this time to go dead, and we'll see how long it lasts off a lawnmower battery. Yeah, that's gonna work great. Alright, let's have a look. And it's still going strong over there. Yeah, I'm upstairs. I'm just down here looking. The green is still doing good. The red is on the other side. You can't really see from this angle, but the white there is still doing strong. And yeah, it's been 2 hours on just off that little lawnmower battery. I mean, if I can get 3 to 5 hours off of it, that should be plenty. And I've got the, you can see the inside. You can see the inside of the boat there is lit up too. So yeah, I would have had a dome light this whole time. And I got to put switches and everything on it. But yeah, that's working great. And that means like when I wasn't running or moving or around people, I could shut the other lights off, motor off fishing, and just have the little dome light on. But yeah, that's a start. Now I just got to get the rest of my stuff in. All right, let's step out here and look. And we're at 5 hours. Yeah, that's perfect. That's plenty. And I still got to look up if this motor has a regulator, or I just need to take a test on that 12 volt or that wire coming out. I'm pretty sure it's a charging system wire. I just didn't get any context on what's actually in this engine, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is looking at it, but I mean, I'm just guessing until I take an actual reading. But I did read somewhere that when these engines are equipped with the charging circuit, it should be like 10 amps. I may have read that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. And if I got 10 amps coming out, yeah, that's plenty. That's a good amount of charging. I mean, that'll keep my spotlights charged. That'll keep everything charged. Sweet. All right, guys, I set an alarm. It is almost dawn, 5:14 in the morning. The lights on the boater cycle, yeah, that's still bright. And that's just off of a little lawnmower battery. And those are just like $15 light sets offline, off of Amazon. I got more stuff coming in, but yeah, that's gonna be nice. I just gotta wait for it to get here. All right, we're at 9 hours and still going strong. Oh, this camera is terrible. All right, the lights are still working, and it's like 13, 14, 15 hours later. Yeah, they're still working great. I left it in the sun all day, and it's not trying to come apart. Good. But they were marine grades, and like the hot glue was overkill. They should stay just fine, but I just put that on to, if it's sitting and gets rained on, I wanted the water to run off of it. That's why I did that. That's why I didn't glue the bottom, only the top. And I figured the hot glue would peel off if it fails. I didn't want it to rip the light off if it starts failing. And I did clean it underneath before I started. But like the ends, I definitely coated the ends, trying to keep it watertight. But I just got some more stuff in. Check this out. Ooh, I got a switch. I got a switch. If I can make it work. Oh, it's real light. Real about 8.0. So yeah, these lights are still working great at 8 volts. And later I'm gonna try to see if that is a charging circuit there. I think it is. Build on to more of the wiring harness. I may move this over to this side. And I also got a fuse panel in. But I mean, it wasn't anything special. It was just an aftermarket accessory fuse panel. Hot in, ground in, it did both. Had lines for both, positive, negative. I guess these are negative. I'll have to voltmeter them. Still gotta find out if I gotta get like a regulator or some diodes or thing. I'll have to, like I said, go through it with voltmeters. I need to make a battery tray also. But yeah, it's all coming together. Or even like here. Here might be better. Something like that. It's all coming together. All right, it's like 18 hours later, and I've noticed that the little white bar there, but like you can see there's a little spot still in it, but this bar don't appear to be working now. Same thing on that one. There's just a spot. But the green is still going strong, and the red is still going strong. So I'm gonna say 18 hours was definitely enough. Plenty of time. But okay, so I guess 18 hours, I'm gonna shut this down. We know it works. Pull that out. And yeah, see, that's just 230 cranking amps. And those lights were just this off of eBay. Or not eBay, Amazon. Super bright navigation line. And they're like 15 bucks a piece for the sets. I know I got both packages folded up in there. But yeah, that's what it is. Alright, we got the battery charger out. This thing has like modes built into it. But last time I took a reading, it was like 8% or 8 volts or something. So yeah, it's saying it's dead. So I want to put it on standard. I want to put that on 92 amps. I'm gonna hit start. And yeah, good, it's charging. We'll check that in just a few minutes. All right, now back over here. Let me show you what I've been doing. Instead of the throttle being here, it sticks way out and it gets you. So a lot of people are moving them up to like right here, but they're drilling a hole in it and doing other stuff. And I just didn't like this, like that. And I might end up doing that, but I don't want to. And I saw a couple of boys where they made basically this, and then the throttle sticks up like right there. And I got my parts from, honestly, it was one of those little kick scooters of kids. I don't know where I put it. One of those little kick scooters, you know what I'm talking about. When I find it, I'll show you. This is off of the handlebars had like this on both sides. It would snap in, and you could like make it to go, fold it up to go, just paint it. Okay, there's that. There's that. Yeah. I may have to ream that inside out a little bit more because I wanted it to slide all the way in as far as it could. But yeah, that's where we're... Oh, it may not go any farther because of that. And I also made this thing. So y'all can see what I'm doing here. I stole this off of a bicycle I had laying around. And I made the holes big enough for the plastic here. Or until I painted it. There it goes. And I kind of ground down some of the sides. And this was off the scooter also. Now, and so, well, I never tightened that. Just pull that off. Yeah, I may have to do a little bit more smoothing up. But she's not going to go anywhere. She's good and tight. And then, and if I don't like it, I can literally pull it off on the river. No tools needed. Oh, besides that. But my ideal is pull the pin and drop down. Pull up, relock. Yeah, but that's gonna work. Yeah, sweet. All right, that's where we're at with that. I'm gonna do some more tightening. I still need to make a little dash right here for all this new stuff. I may just have to wait. But yeah. Let me figure out how I want all this stuff. All right, the battery charger's been on for just a couple minutes. Like I literally just turned my back since I paused. And yeah, we're at 1%. So those lights will definitely go lower than 12 volts. Cool. All right, let's see if that's a charging circuit. Release that. Release that. I just want to slide the impeller out so it's not running dry. There. Now it's disconnected from the motor. I did get this tightened up. Got my steering, throttle, and I think I can push the pin. It's all fresh paint, but that'll get better. And then I can set that down. That's below the cover. Put that back in. Yeah, the paint's still fresh. Good, that's in. And if that gets in my way, I can always change it. So, let's see. We'll give her just a little bit of gas, tighten that up. I just got those stabbed on into the, I think, charging circuit. Let's see if it starts. There it goes. Okay. It's on. Yeah, I'm not really getting anything off those. Well, let me go to... Yeah, I need a regulator. Okay. I gotta get a charging circuit for it. I'm putting out AC. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Yeah, if I connect that to a lawnmower regulator, I should get power. I believe I read it was a 10 amp circuit. Yeah, I will have to order that. I know what we're getting now, so we're on the right path. I mean, yeah, this worked good. That definitely worked good. So, and a lot of that racket was just that stuff vibrating around. Like I looked afterwards. Good. I still got to get some form of air filter. On the water, it's not too bad because there ain't really much dust, but here there sure is. That won't be good. All right, let me do a few more things. Okay, there's the scooter I used parts off of. I was going to use that clamp, but it had a notch in it, and I didn't want to grind the notch out. So that's why I just grabbed the bicycle one. Like I said, that worked out pretty well. And if it don't work, I can always change it out like in the moment. That's good and sturdy. So yeah, that's working. Now it's not in my way as bad. There we go. Yeah. But considering that was just stuff I had laying there from a junk pile, I don't know, that's about right. And then push the button. Slide up. I can just set that down. Alright, on to other stuff. Alright, so editing Dano here. I got a lot done on the boat that day. I think my phone died or my camera died. I can't remember what I was recording with. I'm editing it and we're up to 15 minutes. I didn't make an outro, so I'm just going to end it right here. There's still a lot coming, guys, and I did want to talk about that regulator real fast. I did order the regulator once I saw the output was putting out AC, but I had a problem finding the 10 amp version. I did finally find a universal 200 watt regulator, which roughly breaks down to right about 10 amp. And I got it and it worked great. We'll show you that more in future videos. But yeah, so I wasn't able to use just any regulator. I did search for the 200 watt one. That's what I bought. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and lots and lots and lots of new videos coming soon. I just gotta get them edited and uploaded. Alright, thanks guys. Lates.